What's going on? You get the Raging Rob here. Hold on, I gotta turn my TV down. It's kind of loud. Maybe it's not too loud on the camera, but it's loud for me. I'm not watching this dingbat. He's another liberal talk show host. Turning him off. I'll find something here. How's everybody doing tonight? Alright, I gotta get that started. Anyway, I just got off the phone with my lawyer. My stalker, he's at it again. Spreading bullshit about me again, so I really can't talk about it. My lawyer told me not to talk about it, so. Anyway, enough about that. He knows who he is. His nose is this fucking long. Longer than Pinocchio. You know why? Because he always sticks his fucking nose where it doesn't belong. That's why I came to this channel. Because he's harassing me on my other channels. Anyway, let's get to the chase. What I want to talk about. These nerds that get on TV and say, you know, they get on Twitter and they start this hashtag never again movement. Well, in your face, and not in a good way, because they had another fucking school shooting. This time in Kentucky. 2 students are dead. 2. I don't know, it's like 10, 20 injured, I think 17 injured, something like that, I don't know. This motherfucker didn't use an assault rifle. He used a fucking handgun. A handgun. Okay? That's what he used. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't say the word gun and school in the same video. I might get the FBI knocking on my door. Insensitive fucking pussies. There was this football player out there. He had a picture of his shotgun. This is how insensitive we became. They're not using these school shootings to take away our Second Amendment. They're using it to take away our First Amendment. The freedom of speech. They had a football player. I think it was college football. He had a picture of his shotgun. Black guy. Not that it mattered he was black. Not to be racist or anything, but you know how it is with the black people. They, the black and white stuff, that racism shit going on. But anyway, this football player, college guy, he showed a picture of his shotgun, and he was just he just made a meme. He didn't even mention the word school. He didn't even mention the word gun. He just captioned it. Well, what the hell did it say? Something like a bully's revenge or something like that. That's all he said. And he got arrested. Jesus Christ. People are so insensitive. I hope he sues the shit out of him. False arrest. He just had a picture of a shotgun and he said, a bully's revenge. That's it. And they locked down a fucking school in the area and... Stupid. We become insensitive to this shit. It's just ridiculous. Anyways, Kentucky's not fucking around. They've already said we're going to arm the teachers now. By choice. But you got to understand why this did not make the news a lot. Because the hillbillies of Kentucky, the rednecks, I mean, this happens in a place like Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky, Texas. You don't hear about it. Why? Because they're Trump supporters. Right outside Miami, that was, I think, a blue area. Connecticut with, Sandy Hook. Yeah, liberals. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to make fun of anybody that's dead. I really don't. That's not my name's not Chris Rock. I'm not going to make fun of dead people. But when you got dead liberals, especially kids, oh man, people lose their head. You hear about Texas, Kentucky, nobody hears anything. This thing happened like a couple weeks ago. This thing happened like before Parkland, I think. In Kentucky, I just found out about it today. Two 15-year-olds, female, male. Guy used a handgun, went in there and don't know what he was depressed about. So Kentucky said right out, we're going to start arming the teachers. That's it. They're not fucking around. They said enough. Enough's enough. And that just makes me sound like a hypocrite because the hashtag never again, well, I don't know if this Kentucky thing happened after Parkland or before. I don't know. I heard about it today. Some saying it happened 3 weeks ago. Some say it happened Friday. I don't know. Today's Sunday. Well, it's officially Monday now. I'm wearing my Keemstar shirt. Daniel Keem. That's my man. So anyway, it's crazy. It's fucking pathetic, man. Here's the problem, I never was really for gun control that much. Never. I mean, I didn't really care about background checks much. I passed the background check over and over and over again. I mean, I passed the background check for this, okay? I passed the background check for my AR-15. I have no problem with the background check. I passed several of them. Never failed. I mean, I've always had a clean slate. None of my background checks were like holding because we got to look into you a little bit and then pass. No, it was just pass. So I gotta be totally honest. I don't give a shit what Donald Trump says. I don't give a shit what Dana Loesch says. I don't give a shit what the NRA says. If raising the age limit to 21 is gonna maybe lower crime, then I say go for it. I say higher the age to 21 nationwide. Because you gotta understand something. The 18, 19-year-olds today are not the 18, 19-year-olds 30 years ago. 30 years ago, you had 16, 17-year-olds bringing their shotguns to school in their pickup trucks. After school, they go hunting for food, or they go target practicing. Back in the 1800s, they brought their shotguns to school. They hung them up on the shelf. They went to class. At the end of school, they grabbed the shotguns. They walked home. And we're talking 12-year-olds here. But what they had back then is not what they have today. And that thing is respect for the parents. And you respected the gun, and you respected your parents. And your parents said, hey, bedtime, you go to bed. You don't argue with your parents. You obeyed your parents. And we had a respect for guns. You taught your kids how to shoot at the age of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 back in those days. But they had something called respect for each other. And you didn't have this problem with school shootings. We didn't have violent video games. We didn't have the Purge movies and horror flicks where everybody's being killed for no reason. We didn't have all these Call of Duty first-person shooter games and shit like that. Not just that, we didn't have daddies not taking care of their kids and kids growing up without a parent. Because the dad's not there, he took off, and mom's just using the kid as a government tax write-off. Sitting on our fucking welfare ass, food stamp ass, breeding kids. Oh, go play in the streets. I don't care. Just get out of my hair. You're a tax write-off. No parents involved, and then they get in trouble with the law, and the taxpayer ends up raising the kid. The prison system, the judicial system. We didn't have these problems back then. And you wonder why we have all the shootings and the school shootings and then all the kids getting in trouble and the kids breaking into houses at 15 and all this other shit going on. You wonder why. It's not a gun problem. It's a culture problem. We're the only country in the world. There's many countries that have guns among citizens. Switzerland, 60%, 70% gun ownership. They don't have this problem. You know what also they don't have? A mental illness problem like we have. Our priorities are all fucked up in this country. These mentally ill people, they go to the doctor. What does the doctor do? He makes millions of dollars. Writes a prescription. Oh, good luck. Good luck in the world. They need rehabilitation. They need rehabilitation over and over and over, and a doctor should sign them off before they're released into society. They don't do that. Write in some prescription drugs. I'm going to write this prescription drug for you. Here you go. Here's your drugs. Go berserk. Good luck in society. That's it. It's ridiculous. What the hell am I watching? Looks like Titanic. Oh, Titanic. Titanic. Is that Titanic? Yeah, I think so. It's on TV. I don't know. I just flipped through the channels, turned something on. Anyway, it's fucking insane, man. We didn't have these problems like we do now, you know? So, I'm starting to turn a little bit. I will never turn liberal, don't worry. But I'm all for banning the bump stocks. I'm all for, raising the age limit to 21 because the kids aren't what they were back then. So, and allegedly the NRA said they're not for any regulation, but our cars are regulated. We have registration on the cars. We need insurance on the cars or we can't drive them. So, in some cars, in some states, you can't have tinted windows, and I got tinted windows on mine, but there is no limit in Arizona for tinted windows anyway. I mean, the police want your windows, the driver's side window and the passenger side window on the front. They want it not, I don't know what it is, less than 30% or something like that. So, but the other windows they don't give a shit about. But anyway. So the point I'm trying to make, our cars have some regulation. So, I've been watching these kids on TV, these nerds from Parkland. I'm not trying to make fun of them. I know that some of these kids, they went through a lot, and they watched some of their best friends get killed right in front of them, get shot, and that's horrific. And no student should ever have to go through that. None. But some of these kids, it's like 2 weeks later and they're not even, it looks like they're not even fazed by it. Did you ever notice when you watch Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, and these other channels, PBS, whatever, nothing but crap, NBC, it's always the same 5 kids from Parkland. It's David Hoggs, Emma Gonzalez, Sarah Chadwick, and a couple others. Same exact ones, the same 5. They picked up 5 students, and those are the spokesperson. Those are the whatever you call them, spokesperson kids for Parkland. These 5. And I found out more shit about it, and it just doesn't add up. There's kids coming out saying, hey, where's our interview? This is what I really wanted to ask. They had a kid up there, CNN denied him questions. I mean, these aren't the questions I wanted to ask. CNN did that shit with that town hall meeting. Yeah, they picked out 5 fucking kids. 5 kids that they knew were liberal. One's gay. One's the son of an FBI agent. The other 3 are just liberal. Hillary supporters. Those are the 5 they picked. It was scripted. And those are the 5 that keep blasting in front of the news. Making them celebrities these last couple of weeks. Why do you think that is? And the anti-gun community, they do this shit all the time. They say, oh, we're not anti-gun. We support the Second Amendment. We just want to regulate this. No, they're lying to you. They're anti-gun. They want to take all the fucking guns. They want them all banned. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to come on TV, well, we want all the guns banned. No, there would be mass outcry by conservatives and whatever if they did that, They're not going to come out and do that and say that. No, they're not. They're just going to say, well, we want to ban assault rifles. Okay, when then we ban assault rifles, well, we just want to register everything. Okay, we just want to regulate this. We want to regulate this. We want a 10-round magazine limit. We want this. We want that. Uh-oh, I'm almost at 15 minutes. You get the picture.